Now, a memorial service will be held tomorrow to remember 4 young victims of knife crime in South London.
Young men who have carried knives have been invited along in the hope that it will persuade them to discard their weapons. Aisling McVeigh has more.
4 young people from South London who all lost their lives in knife attacks on the capital's streets. 10-year-old Damilola Taylor had recently moved to the UK from Nigeria when he was stabbed to death in this stairwell in Peckham in the year 2000. 7 years later, the talented musician Edvin Johnson was also stabbed in a South London stairwell. Zach Olamegbon had spoken at a conference on youth violence the day before he was killed, outside the gates of his school in West Norwood 3 years ago. And Junior Nkwele was a promising footballer, but was stabbed in the chest on this housing estate in Brixton last September. Just 4 of the dozens who've been killed in knife attacks in London in the last few years. A memorial service will be held tomorrow to remember them, with a special invite to young men who carry these weapons, asking them to stop before another life is lost. Aisling McVeigh, BBC News.
Let's talk about that a little bit more right now. Edvin's mother, Genevieve Johnson, and Zach's mother, Shakira Olamegbon, joins us now, along with the actor Arnold Ocheng. Thank you very much. You were Zach's friend as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Shakira, let's just talk a little bit, first of all, about Zach. He was very young. Tell them a little bit about him, first of all, and what happened to him.
He was 15 when he passed. He went to school, left to go to school in the morning, and after 9 o'clock, I got a call from a teacher from the school telling me something is wrong, he's been stabbed. And I went to the school.
I'm sorry to upset you.
Yeah.
It's very important for you, isn't it, to be involved in this, what's actually trying to celebrate young people like Zach's life, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the program Pauline and Miller put up.
Yeah.
Is trying to bring positivity into the tragedy that's happened.
Yeah.
And it is to actually bring the message out, you know, about the ripple effect of the action of people's action on families and community, and yes, and how we can move on from this.
What happened?
Genevieve, the memorial service tomorrow, it's important to get this message across, and I mean, it's dreadful that so many of you have been through the same experience.
Yes, it is very important, the memorial tomorrow, because we want to highlight to all young people that knife crime is dangerous and knife crime destroys families. We want our young people to have a self-love, because we believe that if you have a self-love, if you believe in yourself, if you love yourself inside and outside, you have a purpose in life. You will be able to continue to focus, to make changes in your life, to be a big part of society, be productive, you know, be able to do good things for other people and for yourself. Because I think one of the things that we are failing to realize is that our young people are very talented. Everybody has a special talent, and we have to try to encourage our young people to bring out the best in themselves. And if you have something you're doing positive with yourself, you have very little time to want to take other people's life. So we want to be able to share that tomorrow.
You want to say something?
And also, it's for us to actually bring it out there that we need community to come together to help our young people, instead of putting them in a box and labeling them, because these young people grow up to act as a label, you know, their tag, you know, which we need to ask people to come together. We're not leaving the issues to the government, to the police, and we want to bring together the community to help our young people. We need to communicate with them, we need to show them love, and that is the way we can really help our young people. And I think that is what tomorrow, Sunday, is about. And that is what Pauline Miller is trying to achieve.
It's very, it's extraordinarily powerful listening to you two ladies, and it's a very clear message that you have. Arnold, you're one of those young people, you know, you're talented, you're an actor, you're starring in a big Hollywood movie, you're very much involved with all of this. What would your message be to young people who take out, for example, go out with a knife? What would you say to them?
It's just a lot of aggression that they have in them. I mean, I'd say to them that we were discussing this earlier, and we were saying that the one main thing that we need to get clear across to them is the consequences of what happens. A lot of these teenagers have a bravado to be the hardest kid out, or, you know, the most strongest and that. And, you know, it's a stage in your life, especially with males at that age, that you go through where you feel like, you know, you can't be touched and, you know, you feel untouchable. But I think we really need to get across, you know, the fact that there are dire consequences and what it does to the family, and how families break down from what happens. And I think if people were aware of this, you know, then they would definitely think twice about carrying knives.
Thank you all very much for coming in. Thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow. I hope it goes well for you tomorrow as well.
Thank you for having us to share story. Thank you.
It's nice to see you. Thank you.
You are watching BBC Breakfast. It's 16 minutes past 8. We're going to catch